What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, tonight was the official blue carpet premiere for the Fantastic Four, and where usually Marvel Studios will stream that for free on YouTube, this evening they actually put it on Disney Plus, where you had to be a subscriber, because at the end of streaming the event, they streamed the first 5 minutes of the Fantastic Four. Well, don't worry, if you missed it, we got you covered. We're going to go through all of the frames with a fine-tooth comb, tell you what happened and how the movie is going to start, including a retelling of the Fantastic Four's origin story and an interesting display of some of their powers, including Reed Richards fighting enhanced chimps. No, I'm not kidding. We're breaking it all down, the first 5 minutes of the Fantastic Four. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone who's been subbing lately and helped grow the channel. And if you haven't already, I just kindly invite you to do so. It's the #1 thing you can do to support the channel. Plus, it'll enter you for the tickets and PS5 giveaway. In fact, we'll announce a brand new ticket winner at the end of this video. Again, all you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll announce a brand new winner there. Okay, so the first 5 minutes basically opens up the exact same way as the official trailer, where the host of the Ted Gilbert Show, Ted Gilbert, is explaining to the audience that they already know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space, encounter some cosmic turbulence, and come back forever changed. Not just the molecules in their body, but the place in our hearts. And now a look back. Then we get a bunch of montage footage of them suiting up for that fateful journey, where they take off into space and they play a black box recording or an audio recording of what happened during that cosmic storm. You actually hear Johnny Storm right at the end of that call out, "It must be the cosmic rays." Then they cut to an interview back on Earth where Reed Richards explains that due to errors on his part, and during that cosmic storm, the rays they were exposed to altered their DNA. Then we start to get displays of this power, where the ship returning to Earth and in the ocean as it's going to be rescued shows the Thing punching off the door. You then hear Reed Richards refer to their superpowers as anomalies, and you get to see them in action. They show a really cool shot of Reed Richards stretching to climb a building. We then get a mini montage of Invisible Woman using her powers to save a bunch of people by suspending this falling 7-Up display. And I gotta say, this is about when I realized that a lot of the trailer footage, guys, and I mean a lot of the trailer footage, maybe 80 to 90% of it, comes in this opening 5 minutes. So for those of you who were worried about too much marketing, too many clips, they have not revealed much of this movie at all. And I'm serious. Trust me when I say most of the trailer footage is this first 5 minutes of the film. One Easter egg I did want to point out, though, came during this frame here, where in the foreground you can clearly see on the screen it says, "Another innovative product brought to you by Reed Tech." So we've had Stark Tech in the MCU, now we've got Reed Tech in the 828. We then see a bunch of people stranded in the sinking ship scene that we've seen him dragging out of the harbor. He flies by in the Fantastic Four car, yells "Cannonball," jumps in, and then drags the ship out. We then get to see the in-world cartoon that's referencing him using that phrase, "It's clobbering time," that we know from the comics and that Jonny is trying to get him to use, well, and other people are as well, throughout the entire movie. The next snippet was amazing, where Johnny Storm actually flies through and shows a different part of his power, where he not only uses fire, but can actually suck it up from the surrounding area as well. Just a different take on his power set. Obviously, the firefighters love it, and he's saving the day. They then use the villain, the Mad Thinker, by name, and say when the Mad Thinker came to sabotage New York City, they came to our rescue. Now, they don't show him on screen as part of this montage. That's why it makes me think it might be a little bit pared down. They actually don't show any of the classic villains. We don't see Mole Man during this, and we don't see Red Ghost, who was supposed to be played by John Malkovich and was supposed to be cut from the film. But we see Reed Richards fighting what I'm guessing is one of his cybernetically enhanced chimpanzees, and it's crazy that Reed Richards uses his stretchy powers in this scene exactly how you'd expect, stretches off like a rubber band and then flies back in and kicks the chimp. Honestly, this is the kind of fun that I've been waiting for in a Marvel movie, and this whole first 5 minutes definitely gives you that fun feel. We then get some of Reed doing the science bro thing, where he's trying to teach kids. They're all bored, and so he shows them the engine on fire. We also get a ton of looks at these brand new headlines that are extended from what we've seen in previous trailers. You can see Mole Man mentioned up there on the left, and underneath that top one on the right that's colored, you can clearly see the Mad Thinker referenced in that headline. They then basically wrap up the trailer with a montage of everyone thanking them for the Fantastic Four, and that's basically, in the first act, we know to establish just how much of a celebrity group that they are. Everyone loves them, and of course that's a stark, pun totally intended, comparison to where they'll be at later in the film, when everyone wants them to sacrifice their son, which seems so dystopian to me that that's what they'd expect from the group and during that press conference. But we'll get into that, and probably we'll have a lot better context when we see the film as a whole. Now, that being said, guys, the first 5 minutes feels great. If you have Disney Plus, go watch it. If you have a friend with Disney Plus and you don't have a subscription, I really am so hyped for this movie. And if you haven't already grabbed tickets or you're still planning on going and getting tickets, man, definitely go see it in IMAX. From everything I'm hearing, this is one of those few films where going to see it in IMAX is actually going to make it worth it. And I gotta be honest, also, seeing that first 5 minutes made me feel relieved knowing that all this footage from the trailers, except for obviously what's, at the end when Galactus is in frame, is really from the first 5 minutes, and there's so much more left for this film to reveal. Now, that being said, the reaction embargo's obviously been up since Friday, so people will be coming out of the blue carpet premiere and adding to it, but we won't do a video for that because there's probably very little left to say. Everybody's loved it so far. In fact, what would be news if somebody who was credible actually said it was bad? That's highly doubtful at this point. Now, tomorrow, the review embargo's up, which means a lot of people, even though still spoiler-free, are going to get to talk about it a lot more in depth. Obviously, over the next 24 to 48 hours as it starts to go live internationally, the post-credit scenes are going to get out there. We normally wait until Thursday. We've started posting them on Wednesday. Some other content creators have started posting them on Tuesday. If we get credible news about the post-credit scenes overnight tonight, people coming out of the premiere, we're going to go ahead and run that video tomorrow. I will not put a leak in the thumbnail. I will put spoiler warning on it. You will not be able to tell from the thumbnail what it is, but we're not going to act as if those news isn't out there, and content creators get to it faster and faster every week. That being said, though, good luck avoiding the spoilers. I am so hyped to see it on Thursday. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into the giveaways and announce a brand new winner for tickets. Okay, the newest winner for the Fantastic Four ticket giveaway is Cedric Aquino 23 for this comment here, 4 more days. Thank you so much for your support at the channel. Go ahead and DM me on Instagram at IamFires or email me on my business email. It's under the About section of the channel and down in the description. I will go ahead and get you verified and get the tickets right out to you guys, and it's that simple. All you got to do to be entered to win is we will give away more tickets this week and a PlayStation 5 on Friday for the Fantastic Four hitting theaters. All you got to do is be a sub, leave a comment because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced live with the winning comment shown on screen and my voice, just like we did during this video. So please be sure to be safe and vigilant. If you should ever get spam of someone, trying to impersonate a content creator, just report those comments directly to YouTube. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. Find me on all other platforms with original music under the name AllFires, including the song you're hearing in the background. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.